Good morning. So, what a powerful weekend. I'll do a recap later, but things are potentially going to change on here where I may be calling for a call to action or just ask for you guys to internally reflect. So, I've been doing a lot of praying, and mission and tasks have become a lot different besides just sharing. But during today's meditation and conversation with God, and I continue to pray and hope that these messages land in your heart, that the Holy Spirit opens your minds, your hearts, for these to really make an impact. And for me, they have been. So today's was about protection and making sure that I am doing a few things around that meaning, that I am intentional, that I am being purposeful with it, that I'm taking action in those daily and around the 4 areas of my life. So this morning when protection just kept coming through, protection, protect. So I asked, what are we doing today with that term? And, what do you want me to do with that? And to really just make sure that I am organized and focused on protecting my temple. So for me, that means, especially just with my schedule, that I am honoring my recovery, my sleep, my eating habits, that I'm providing my body the nutrients that it needs to be disease and decay free, for every cell, tissue, and organ to be at homeostasis, that I am working out with intention of keeping my body and my joints strong and healthy, for a number of reasons, to protect myself throughout the week, to help avoid any injury, to protect myself, my family in case of an emergency, and just to make sure that my body is strong for the mission that I've been given. So, protect my body, protect my spirit. So protecting my spirit through prayer, through mass, through sharing with others, through having constant conversations with God and asking Him for help and relying on Him. Another thing with protection is making them organized against spiritual warfare. That one thing I was given to by a friend, Nick, is that Satan and just evil in general does not like consistency. So when you are consistent in your prayer, when I am consistent in my prayer, it is a constant reflection of me walking and journeying with Christ. And that is one person that He fears the most, is God and Jesus. So for me to constantly be in prayer and be in communication, it limits the ability for Him to be around, to tempt me, to try to cause chaos around me and in my mind. So, making sure that I'm spiritually connected and that I am organized throughout the week in order to have my time with God and in prayer. Number 3 is my family, protect my family. So what are the things that I have in place, to protect my home, to protect our relationships, to stay in communication, to always come with love and understanding, to be supportive, no matter, to forgive, to be kind, to constantly protect the relationships within my friends and family, to be able to have the means to protect them physically, spiritually, financially. Am I doing the things that, as a man I must do, as a son I must do, as a brother I must do, as a friend I must do, as a partner I must do, in order to protect them and their well-being? And then finally, finances and my work. Am I protecting my business? And this kind of showed up in a number of ways. As a entrepreneur? Am I protecting my business, protecting my team, and making sure that the work environment is that of growth, that, God willing, ensures the business stays alive to keep people employed and protect them, protect my patients? Am I constantly learning and putting them first and doing things right that is, of their benefit, that keeps them healthy and keeps them from avoiding sickness and disease and drugs, and medications? Protect my finances. Do I have a budget in place? Do I have savings in place? Am I frivolously spending money on things that just have no value? So protecting my finances, work, and then thought in a few situations where I'm not the owner, where I am just simply part of the team. So am I protecting the people that I work with? The people that are on my team there, to ensure that we are doing the things that are asked of us from another individual, that may be higher ranking in that venture. So am I doing my duty on a daily basis to provide the services to ensure that whoever owns that company is protected, and doing my part to ensure their growth and that they have means for their family? In charity work, am I providing, number one, am I even doing charity? Am I sacrificing my time to help others throughout the week? So people that may not have a job or means, am I out there, providing a service in some sort of way that offers them protection? So that is what is weighing heavy on me, that I will be reflecting on through the day. I would ask, and pray. I am praying for you. I ask that you pray for me, and to look at the areas in your life. I have it broken down into those 4 areas: my body, my spirituality, my mind, my family, and my work and finances. So that's an easy thing for me to keep it all inclusive. So what are the areas in your life that maybe need more attention and protection? Where do you find yourself asking, where do you feel strong and secure in your protection, that maybe you have advice that you can help others, provide that level of service to themselves, to others? So we do this all for you, Lord. You have spoken clearly. We are working on unifying Christians, bringing people together to protect ourselves, to protect you, protect our family, protect our finances, to protect our body, that we may serve your mission, to serve the purpose that you have put us here for. We do this in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God bless. Have a great day.